What's up, investors? Welcome back to another video. I'm Richard Allen, and in this video I want to talk about AMC because a lot of you guys are asking. I'm hearing it on my Discord, I'm hearing it in my comments that is AMC going to squeeze again? Yeah, it's May and people are wondering if AMC is going to squeeze again, and I have an article that was written today about that exact subject. And I want to talk to you not only about the potential that AMC has to squeeze, short squeeze, right? It means that the big dog retail investors are coming in and they're trying to beat the hedgies. Is it possible? Maybe. But I don't only want to talk about that. I also want to talk about fundamentals. And some of you guys are like, what are those? I don't know, but we're going to talk about the fundamentals of AMC and whether or not it's even a good idea to invest in AMC right now, or would it just be a gamble? So let's just jump right over to TipRanks.com. As you guys know, I just joined the TipRanks TV team, and I'm excited to be doing a midday market update over there on the TipRanks YouTube channel. It'll be the first link in the description. If you haven't subscribed over there already, please do. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I'll be over there Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for your midday market update. So if you're interested in that, jump over there. But let's just jump right into TipRanks.com. It says, could AMC be on another short squeeze run? This is written by Chris. Maybe he's offended now that I called him Christopher. I have a nephew named Christopher. So that's probably why I called him that. I don't like calling my nephew Chris. Okay? Chris MacDonald. It might be McDonald's. I don't know. Maybe he likes McDonald's. Over the past month, Chris says, shares of AMC Entertainment have traded in a relatively narrow band, around $10 per share. In recent days, though, we've seen AMC surge on retail interest, the likes of which we haven't seen since early this year. Guys, I'm actually holding some AMC. Diamond hands and all, right? I have some AMC in my WeBull account, and I'm just leaving them there, seeing what will happen. I'm waiting for the short squeeze. I've been waiting for the short squeeze for months, and it hasn't come. But maybe it'll come this time. Chris says, that's right, folks. It looks like the short squeeze is back on. It's so funny that we're talking about short squeezes again. It's like the hedgies didn't learn their lesson with GameStop. They probably made billions off of that debacle too, and we just don't want to admit it. That's fine. It's fine. Just come to terms with it, people. But Chris says market capitalization simply doesn't make sense at these levels, and I think he's right. He says before buying any stock, investors would be wise to perform some basic fundamental analysis, and I know we didn't have to do that last year. You could pretty much throw a dart at a dartboard. A monkey could throw a dart at a dartboard and pick a winner every day. That would probably make you 10% per day, but that just isn't the case right now. It's a little bit harder to find those winners. It's a little bit easier to throw the dart, and hit somebody in the house that isn't even in the same room, and pick a loser, because the dartboard is very tiny right now, unfortunately. But there are still winners in the market, and could AMC be one of those? Chris says, yes, investing in a trendy stock is exciting, and there certainly is the possibility of another short squeeze from here. The idea that any stock could go to the moon is enticing for gamblers in the options casino. Ooh, options casino. Those who are looking to put a few shekels to work on a long shot bet could go for it and buy AMC stock, or continue to hold with their diamond hands. On the other hand, long-term conservative investors may want to steer clear of this whole ordeal. Considering how far AMC has already run, it's easy to see just how overvalued the company is at present. And if you just look at the share price, I want to pull that up really quick. If you just pull up the charts and you look at share price, okay, from, let's just go out 3 years, okay? If we just look at the share price from 3 years ago, you're going to see that we hit, highs over here of 20. It's looking like maybe we can get back to 18, maybe we can get back to $20. Now, AMC has done something a few times over the past few months that is going to make that a little bit more difficult, and Chris talks about that in this article. So let's swing back over to the article, because I want to cover it. Okay, it says, Chris says, for one, the company's current market capitalization is roughly 50% higher than it was during the best days of AMC's previous all-time highs. And guys, we know, right? Mask mandates are beginning to be lifted all over the country. When I go in the stores, I see a lot of people not wearing masks, and some of them probably aren't vaccinated. In fact, when I bought that plant, I keep making jokes about this plant because I like this plant so much. It's fake, by the way. It feels very plasticky. But when I bought this plant, there were people in front of me in line not wearing masks. It was the first day that our governor here in Minnesota is like, you guys don't have to wear masks if you're vaccinated. Now, these people were talking very, very poorly about the vaccines, so one would logically think that they weren't vaccinated. So the whole honor system thing of people being vaccinated or not really isn't working well, but I digress. AMC will likely get a bunch of traffic from people being excited to go back to the theaters once they continue to eliminate mask mandates across the country and people get more and more vaccinated throughout the country, and we get above this 50% threshold that we're at right now. You would think that AMC would see some more traffic, but as Chris just said here, right now the market capitalization rate of AMC is 50% higher than it was during the best days of AMC's previous all-time highs, and that's because they've raised money during this time by diluting shares, selling more shares to the market. In fact, right here, the number of shares outstanding has quadrupled since the 2015-2017 period. That's really, really important to note. Now, can we get back to $18, $20, $30, $40? I don't know where we can go, right? I didn't think GameStop was going to get into the 300s or whatever it got. It went crazy, right, when that squeeze was happening. Could that happen with AMC as well? Yes, certainly. But that's a gamble that you take. And you can invest or gamble with your money however you want, but just know that if you're buying AMC stock right now hoping for a short squeeze, it's a gamble. And if you're willing to take that gamble, take it. But just know that it's a gamble and there's a chance that you can lose a lot of money in this situation. So people that are asking me, what I think about AMC right now, I'm still diamond hand holding my shares, baby, but I'm not buying any more. I'm hanging on to what I have. But I love the movies. I hope to own a movie theater one day. But I don't know, like, how many movies have I seen in the last year? As we talked about in previous videos, I've seen one movie in the past year and a half probably, and that was Tenet. And I was really excited to see that in the movie theater. Had to see it in IMAX. Fantastic movie. Very confusing, but I love Chris Nolan. So I don't know how many people are going to flock back to the movies, but Chris seems to think there'll be a lot of people flocking back to the movies. But are we going to get back to this 2015, 2017 all-time highs of AMC? Probably not. The world has changed since COVID has happened. The world has changed, and the entertainment industry has changed a lot. Disney is premiering movies on their Disney Plus service as opposed to going to the theater, right? And other companies are doing that as well. Dune, I just heard that Dune is going to be on simultaneously released in the theaters and HBO Max at the same time, which is exciting for a lot of people that don't want to go to the theater. But that's a big budget movie that costs hundreds of millions of dollars to make and will be streaming as well as in the movie theater at the same time. And a lot of big studios are doing that, and AMC is inking those deals with those studios to make that sort of thing happen because honestly, they need the business. Now, I do want to cover one thing. People are asking me. I actually had one person in my Discord go, "Well, I was excited for TipRanks, but they're bearish on AMC." TipRanks isn't bullish or bearish on any company. What TipRanks does is they aggregate, they collect data from around the web for the best, the worst, every single analyst that's out there. If Analyst posts a rating about AMC or any other company, right? When we talk about these companies, these are based on analyst ratings, and these analysts could work for, like Eric here. Eric Wood works for B. Riley Financial. James Goss works for Barrington. Michael Patchler works for the Wedbush. Loop Capital Markets. Macarena. This guy does the Macarena. Lightshed Partners. So these are analysts that work for big hedge funds. Maybe they have their own firms. Whatever it is, they are not TipRanks analysts. They're aggregating the data from around the web. So keep that in mind when we talk about analyst ratings. So again, TipRanks is not bullish or bearish on AMC, but the analyst ratings, based on 6 analyst ratings, recent ratings, there is a hold rating for AMC with the potential downside of 43%. Now, a lot of these analysts are taking into account fundamentals of the business, okay? And the fundamentals of the business in terms of revenue, potential revenue, forward PE, like all that kind of stuff for AMC right now, it doesn't add up to the market capitalization rate that AMC has right now. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you're investing, if you're going to jump in, just know that there's a potential that you're going to lose that money in that you invest in the stock market, that this AMC is going to go down in the short term. It may recover. Things may change. Things may get back to normal way quicker than a lot of us think. And if that happens, great. Because for me, I absolutely love going to the movies. It's my favorite thing to do, bar none. Okay, so I'm hoping things get back to normal. I'm hoping I can go see movies a few times a month like I used to, and get back to normal. So I'm hoping AMC succeeds. I'm hoping they continue to ink these deals with the studios, because I think that's what's in the best interest of everybody, that loves entertainment. So guys, that's all I have for you for this video. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Remember, you can find me over on TipRanks Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for your midday market update. As always, if you didn't already do it, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.